over here. We're looking good. Numbers is looking good. Volume is looking good. Check, check, check. Okay. Chronic is looking good. Smoking good, I should say. We got some shit to talk about tonight, you guys. It is your boy, the most hated yet anticipated Mikey T, the movie star, back. Tonight we're going to be talking about some shit, man. I know we've all pretty much been following it for a while now. You know what I mean? Anybody in this chat or anybody that's going to watch this video on demand probably knows a lot about the careers of Young Dolph, Blac Youngsta, Yo Gotti, and the way that these guys actually got onto the scene. Hell, even throw Moneybag Yo into there because he really fits into the puzzle as well. Because one of the key ways that Young Dolph actually got into the game and started getting some circulation, some started getting some, hits, is he got a feature from Gucci Man, a feature that I believe cost $7,000. After he got that feature with Gucci Man, he was off to the races and he actually, never looked back. Never looked back. In similar fashion, Moneybag Yo got a feature from Young Dolph, ended up blowing up as well. You know what I mean? Keep it Memphis, keep it Atlanta, keep it in the family. Very interesting to see how similar their careers are right there. If you followed it, you would know Young Dolph continued to gain his prominence, continued to get his, as Gucci Man said on his new song, Long Live Dolph, Dolph is the president of being independent. That's one thing about Dolph. He's known for the independent route that he has taken. Whereas some of the other guys that built with Gucci Man over the years, however they got their relationship, have taken major deals or have taken deals that have landed them in a contract worth $17,000 if you know what rapper actually signed at one point for $17,000. If you don't, go Google search it and you can find out about it. But tonight, just giving you a little bit of background information about what we're going to be speaking of. We're going to be talking about Blac Youngsta, who has had issues with Young Dolph dating back several years. We know the diss records. The more popular of the two, I would have to say, is Ready, the joint that Young Dolph jumped on with Trouble. But we saw what Blac Youngsta did, actually recording something on the spot, shake some. And out of the two, we all know which is the better. We all know which has the more quotable lines. I mean, Young Dolph really got disrespectful when it came to, that beef that they were in. But it's just that his lyricism was so he would paint a picture with it. You know what I mean? He would paint a picture, you know what I mean? Taking you all the way even into the graphic details of what happened behind closed doors. You know what I'm saying? Or, giving you an idea of what happened in the street and shit like that. But that beef is something that I think the majority of us thought was over. I think the majority of us thought that beef was over with the passing of Young Dolph. And over the last 18 months, Blac Youngsta has kind of faded a little bit. He's faded a little bit. I don't want to say into obscurity, but at one point, his whole Instagram page was just wiped clean. And I think, as you all see now, there's only one video on there, and that's actually the new joint, I'm assuming, where that he filmed it in a graveyard. And considering what happened just recently with Young Dolph passing, hell, with all the hip hop artists passing, I just don't think it's appropriate to film a video in a graveyard, especially when you film it by a gravestone where there is a name that is similar or the same, Thornton. You know what I'm saying? But it was a different first name. I believe I read a different first name. I'm not going to say the first name, but there was a different first name. We all know Young Dolph's first name is Adolph, and that was not the name that was also on the tombstone when they were filming in the graveyard. Now, I just want to say it was kind of distasteful that that Blac Youngsta would do this after Young Dolph's passing. You know, I don't know how many fans he really expects to gain from this. Young Dolph is a legend to a lot of the new crop of fans, but also to the people of my generation. We fell in love with Young Dolph as an artist as well. I know my guy RBH, who's 34 years old, 33 years old, right around there, same age as me. And he has really taken to Young Dolph, put him with the crop of the fresh new talent that is really, was really going to make something of themselves. And we saw that Young Dolph even started to put his own homies on. Key Glock, major salute. Major salute to Delaware in the building. Tonight we're talking about Young Dolph, Blac Youngsta, this whole situation, Blac Youngsta filming his new music video, assuming, and actually doing it in a very distasteful manner, filming it at a graveyard. Now, y'all have watched Blac Youngsta's career, I'm sure. And what up, Silverback? Appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Go ahead and hit that like button, share this video. We've all witnessed Blac Youngsta come into the game. You know what I mean? We've all seen Blac Youngsta come into the game, and we know that he didn't have to come out here and shoot a video in a graveyard to get some traction on the internet. He just filmed a video a year ago when his page had originally got wiped. Maybe it was a little less than a year ago. He filmed a video where he was playing a milkman, and all the blogs picked that up. All of the blogs picked up the video of him playing a milkman and then throwing money everywhere. Any of his antics get picked up. So that's why I don't understand why he has to go as far to take a shot at Dolph, because he's undoubtedly taking a shot at Dolph, knowing that while they were filming in that cemetery, in that graveyard, they saw a stone that said Thornton. They saw a stone that said Thornton. He said, oh, we should film over here by this. What's up, Schizo? Appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Kevin Smith, rest up, Dolph. Damn right, rest up, Dolph. Pennsylvania's in here. Major salute to Pennsylvania. Major salute to Delaware. Connecticut's in the building. You know how we do. CT, baby. Pert Gambit. And that's how a lot of people feel. A lot of people feel that way. Enemy or not, Blac Youngsta is a buster for that. A lot of people are saying this was distasteful of Blac Youngsta, as I just previously stated and proved. Blac Youngsta could have done anything to reemerge onto the scene with his new project. He didn't need to go this route, to get all of the major headlines, because this thing right here that he's done, it's more like a 50-50. It's like a 50-50, maybe even like a 60-40, like a 65-35 type of thing. Please, y'all, share this video. Let the hip-hop community know that Mikey T, the movie star, is talking some sense. You know what I'm saying? Hit up everybody. Hit up all your friends and let them know Mikey T is actually talking some sense. I appreciate everybody tapping in tonight. Salute to my other podcast co-hosts, SV Twiz, Bon Simmons, Rosewood. Those are the hip-hop guys. But I just want to mention how far backwards this could put Blac Youngsta. Blac Youngsta had made his way into the mainstream of hip-hop through his antics, through his comedy, through his humor, and through his music as well with Booty. He had the Booty record. You know what I'm saying? He had a lot of shit moving for himself. And he could generally just make people move when he would put something out. So that's why I just don't get how he's going to put out a Young Dolph diss or something that's going to, even if it's not a Young Dolph diss in the song, he's putting out something that is just going to make all Young Dolph's fans go, it's just going to rub us the wrong way. It's going to, and you know what? Young Dolph has those long lifer fans. So he's really going to rub a lot of people the wrong way doing this, and he's going to lose more fans in the long run. Now, let's talk about it though. Blac Youngsta has made his way back onto the mainstream media platforms. The first way he started making his way back onto the mainstream media platforms was by performing his record Shake Something, which was a response. As I said, it was a response record to the scathing diss track where Young Dolph had featured on Trouble's record called Ready. Blac Youngsta had mentioned this diss record on many occasions, talking about how hard it was. It made him, he's like, yo, that shit was hard, man. It made me want to jump in the studio and go do something. And what makes the hardest diss records? Somebody thumbnail this. Mikey T explains what makes the hardest diss records. The hardest diss records are those tracks that play out just like something you're going to want to play all the time in the car, something you can recite naturally, just like Young Dolph's verse played out on Ready. You know what I'm saying? What did he say on that record? I think I wrote something down. He said, never send a little boy to take care of grown man business. If I was you, I'd be mad at me too. So I ain't tripping. He said, never send a little boy to take care of grown man business. If I was you, I'd be mad at me too, homie. So I ain't tripping. Right there, you could just sort of, if you know, this is what I'm saying, you guys. If you know who it's about, you can tell that it's a direct line right for them. But also, if you don't know what Young Dolph is talking about, that could just be a line that anybody, that could just be a line that anybody would love. You know what I mean? Not even knowing that it had to do with this, not even knowing that it had to do with a beef. And that's what makes the best diss tracks. You know what I mean? When you can go that far to make the diss track like a hit, to the point where people don't even know who you're dissing on the shit, and it's just loved nationwide. I was just listening to that Ready remix. Tupac, hit him up. Ether, LOL. Phantom Veins, what's popping, King? Everybody share this video, man. Let them know we're talking that real shit tonight. Appreciate everybody tapping in with me. It's your host, Mikey T, the movie star, the most hated yet anticipated. That's right. You know what I'm saying? Blac Youngsta sounded off, though, because this is where it started, you guys. It started with Blac Youngsta actually doing a couple shows. He did a couple shows where he's performed Shake Something now. Now he's performing the song that he's dissing Young Dolph on. But you know what, guys? I could really put this to the side. You know what I'm saying? I could honestly put this to the side because Shake Something to me really wasn't the strongest effort from Blac Youngsta, and it really wasn't comparable when it comes to diss tracks. But Blac Youngsta started performing it recently, and being one of his and the reason he started performing it recently again is because it's one of his more known songs. And that's why I could let it go, because what other songs do the people actually know from Blac Youngsta? And this is no disrespect to Blac Youngsta or any of Blac Youngsta's fans, because Blac Youngsta's got one of the hottest managers in the game. She really be doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? So Blac Youngsta be moving right. I think now this is just a little sidebar. I think honestly Blac Youngsta should have got on that work with Moneybagg Yo a little bit quicker and done a duet album. I think it would have been dope if Moneybagg Yo and Blac Youngsta actually did a duet album, because Blac Youngsta hasn't really got all the way off like Moneybagg has. You know what I'm saying? Yo, Schizo in the building. Yo, I got to make Schizo a moderator, man. I'm sorry. This should have been done a long time ago, bro. Salute, King. Street plugs. That shit slap, no cap. Yeah. Ready. Yeah, I love that song right there. That's one of the best. The whole shit isn't a diss, but his verse is a diss. But his verse is definitely a diss, and it's one of the best joints that I've ever heard on a diss joint. Perk Gambit says he's trash. Never liked that guy. I lean more towards Moneybag Yo. Oh, salute the Silverback, new member, new official YouTube member. I appreciate that. That's love right there, joining the YouTube channel. He's an official movie star. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Schizo salute. But yeah, you guys, I let it go that Blac Youngsta came back onto the scene performing Shake Something. You know what I mean? Because, like you said, Perk, like he really doesn't have that much. He has booty, and booty gets the club going. I don't know if you've been to the club before the pandemic, Perk, but yo, my guy who's basically the king of the club scene in Connecticut, he had booty playing in there with his DJs, yo, and that shit would shake the club up. You know what I'm saying? So I could really let it go that Blac Youngsta would perform Shake Some because honestly, he doesn't have too many other records. So I can let that go. But now, when he goes to film a new music video and he's shooting it in a cemetery and he's shooting it right after the passing of Young Dolph, who we know as one of CMG's biggest rivals, that's distasteful. That's distasteful to any fan. So I'm asking the question, is Yo Gotti going to step up and tell him enough is enough? To quote Owen Hart, is Yo Gotti going to step up and say, yo, Blac Youngsta, enough is enough and it's time for a change? This man passed away. Let it be. You can't. How does a video in a graveyard even get greenlit? How does it even get greenlit at this point in time? Like, damn. I know a lot of us are probably big Blac Youngsta guys. I'm a big fan of Blac Youngsta. I love his videos and shit like that. My guy RBH is the biggest Young Dolph fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big Young Dolph fan as well, but Young Dolph and Blac Youngsta are just two totally different artists. You like each one for different reasons, but truthfully, it's just pure hatred. And you know what, Silverback? I don't understand where the hatred is coming from on Blac Youngsta's part, but we're gonna get into this message he put in. We're gonna get into this message that he actually wrote. It's pretty detailed, you guys. I'm gonna read the whole shit. But yeah, let me see where we're at with this. So a new video surfaced. It's called I'm Assuming. I think they got it written on a couple different websites. It's called I'm Assuming. Everybody's reporting on this, from TMZ to Complex to Vlad. Everybody's reporting on this. But like I said, I'm pretty sure a lot of those publications would have given a lot of those publications would have given Blac Youngsta their platform if he had not even done something this, appalling. So the new video came out where Youngsta was actually filming in a graveyard. Like I said, the name was similar, Thornton. There was a similar name, Thornton, on the tombstone. They must have saw it when they were there, unless this was planned out more thoroughly. So my question is, like, why is Blac Youngsta bringing this back up? Blac Youngsta put a detailed message on his Instagram, where he said, I'm the type who ain't never sat back and looked for nobody to feel sorry for me. I come from the heart of the South, Memphis, where you get no sympathy. Don't even know what that is. With that being said, I could give two fucks what the world thinks about me. It amazes me how just because I'm a multi-millionaire gangster that I'm put under this magnifying glass, and every little thing I do and say receives negativity rather than it's to be put out that way or not. I'm human. I ain't perfect. I go through shit just as like everybody else. I done lost more of my inner than any other coming out of my city of Memphis. My grandma damn near on her deathbed now, but I don't get on the internet crying about it or looking for the world to see, looking for the world to feel sad. When the false allegations came out late last month about something happening to her house, she was hospitalized the day before that, sick as can be. I took all the threats and hopes that she don't make it from all the types of people. I don't know. See, we as entertainers deal with life just like regular people do. And y'all fail to realize that the only difference is I'm on my third life, so can't do shit nobody say. I don't understand what he means by that, but honestly, last month when all the Blac Youngsta and Gotti allegations were dropping, that's why I wasn't the first one to jump on the internet and report about somebody's family members or somebody's business. Like, I'm not going to jump on the internet and do that, you guys. That's really clown shit to me, to be 100% honest with all of you. I always make sure I wait and I see what comes of things. Like, and now here we've got Blac Youngsta addressing those false allegations. Now, some people out there might just want to do this to try and make their name bigger, but it's like, come on, how are you even going to talk about something like that? How are you even going to talk about something like that, man? Boss, facts, salute. Like, let the man explain it like he is here. So let me get back to it. So can't shit nobody say, think, or feel towards me, slow me down, or stop me. I'm a man of God. When it's all said and done, I ain't got to answer to no one but him. When it's all said and done, right? Assume what you wanna assume. Shout out to all my supporters, real day one fans, friends, family, and people who know the real Youngsta. My grandma's house is built from the ground up. Brand new construction, pussy. Link in my bio. Heavy camp for life. Not a goat. I'm the black sheep. For everyone who just tuned in, I just read this message from Blac Youngsta. Academics actually posted it in full on his page. A lot of people have posted it as well. But yeah, man, Blac Youngsta cleared up a lot, because there's a lot of people out there talking about shit that they don't know about, talking about people's families and talking about shit that they don't really know about, second, third, fourth hand information. That information we got right from the artist himself because of the blessing of social media, I guess you could say. But yeah, so there was another artist that really spoke out, you know? There was another artist that really spoke out about this situation, and that was Gucci Man. Gucci Man actually released a joint called Long Live Dolph. Um, and yeah, he said a few things that I want to address on this record. He said a few things that I want to address on this record. He also said, do you think Gucci Man or Keegok will speak on Young? Yes. So that's one thing he said in this track. He tracked Gucci going to hold it down all the way. Exactly, Silverback. That's what I'm about to get into right now. The fact that on this new track, I believe it's Long Live Dolph, right? Gucci Man, Long Live Dolph. There might be a different word before that. Long Live Dolph. Yeah. It's a dope record, man. I'm a big Gucci fan. I had heard that Gucci Man actually, had some shit with Dolph left over. I heard that Rick Ross actually had a joint with Dolph as well. So there's some music that we can look forward to, you know. There's some music that we can look forward to from Young Dolph in the future. I'm sure there's got to be another album, but on the record, Long Live Dolph, Gucci said that he's going to continue to hold down Paper Route, and he said Key Glock is going to continue to hold down Paper Route. And as we all saw, Key Glock was actually at the performance, and he was, doing the show in, memory of Young Dolph. So that shows me right there that he's ready. He's really ready to take the bull by the horns. This is Key Glock's opportunity right now to put on for Paper Route. You know what I mean? To put on for PRE, for all the work that Young Dolph has done. If you guys are like me, you watched all the interviews that Young Dolph brought Key Glock around to, how he got Key Glock ready for everything. You know what I mean? He made sure Key Glock, wasn't going to be he made sure Key Glock wasn't going to be easily taken advantage of by these music industry executives. Look what he had Key Glock doing. He had Key Glock breaking Lamborghini windows and shit. You know what I mean? Showing him that the music is always going to be worth more. You know what I mean? The music, the value of the music is going to be worth more. I mean, look at the value, that $21 million contract that Young Dolph was getting. You know what I'm saying? But Young Dolph was like, nah, we're going to do this because look at the realistic nature of it. $21 million to sign over the rights to your company or a portion of your company. Young Dolph was probably just like, I can make 21 songs and probably do half of that and go $500,000 on each one sold. Or even he could do 40 songs and make 20 million off of that and then owe nobody nothing. Young Dolph was really a genius. He was a genius. He went to Gucci Mane, who we're going to talk about it a little bit more in just a second. He went to Gucci Mane, and I believe, if somebody get the right number, but I believe it was said that he paid $7,000 for a Gucci Mane feature. And look what it did for him. Look what it did for him. I mentioned this a little bit earlier. Moneybagg Yo went and paid Young Dolph for a feature, probably $8,000 to $10,000. Moneybagg Yo ended up signing to Yo Gotti. Look at the genius in both of their decisions. These Memphis dudes, they don't just dream it. They do it. They accomplish it. They go out. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody has their dreams. I bet you there's a couple people in here tonight who have had dreams like that. You know what I'm saying? But when you really got to muster up the bread and pay $7,000 to work with Gucci Mane, hell, Freaky Zeke told me that in my first interview. In my first interview in 2009, Freaky Zeke told me that you can go to Atlanta, $5,000, bring it to Gucci Mane straight up, and you can get a feature as long as you run into Gucci Mane in the studio. And guys, do you want to know who took that advice, or do you already know? French Montana took that advice. I'm supposed to be here right now. That was in my interview with Freaky Zeke saying that you could go to Atlanta, you could run into Gucci Mane in the studio, and you can have 5 bands, and you can get Gucci Mane to do your song. And then French Montana was doing that shit in 2011. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. I'm setting the blueprint for this shit, you guys. Salute to French Montana. That's my bro, too. You know what I'm saying? Free Max B. French Montana was just saying some shit to me when I talked to him. He's like, yo, Mikey, we couldn't do this without you. I'm like, what? French Montana saying that shit to me? You got to be kidding me. We're living the dream right now, you guys. But you know what, man? Like, that's why I'm not going to stop reporting this news. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not going to stop reporting this news. I mean, today we're talking about Blac Youngsta filming a video in a cemetery, for crying out loud, right after Young Dolph's passing. And I'm going to ask the question, is Gucci Mane's probably going to step up. But is Yo Gotti going to step up? Yo Gotti is worth too much between himself, between the investment that paid off Moneybagg Yo. He's got other things as well. 42 Doug. I'm not sure what's going on with Black Boy JB, but Yo Gotti needs to say something. I don't even know how this video got cleared. How does this video get cleared to be a warm-up single for a potential album on CMG? Nah, man. Nah, man. Maybe I'm bugging. Nah, man. I've spoke to Yo Gotti on a couple different occasions. I'm not bugging. Nah, I don't agree, Boss Moss. I don't agree. I think this video is going to pick up a lot of steam. I think it's going to kind of be like how Lil Tim wanted to release a video, after King Von's passing, and then the judge was like, "Nah, you ain't releasing that video." They got the snippet out, which got like a 500,000 views, but then ultimately the full video did not release. I think this is going to be a similar situation to that. I don't think the label is going to okay this shit. Nah, Silverback. I mean, I think Yo Gotti's gonna get involved and say this needs to be put to rest. Off the line TV. Nah, I don't think so, man. I don't remember hearing any news about Blac Youngsta wanting to get off of CMG. The Trenches says Blac Youngsta's ruining what little career he has left. Yo, the Trenches, I was saying very similar feelings to that. You know what I mean? Like, this guy has to realize that he had a career or has a career where he can really and get the people invested. But right now, he's turning off a lot of people. Without a doubt, Blac Youngsta is turning off a portion of his own fan base. Without a doubt, the Young Dolph fan base. The Young Dolph fan base is probably just going to be on some cancel culture shit. But his own fan base, Yo Gotti's fan base that messes with him is going to be turned off by this. I really don't think he was thinking. I don't really think he was thinking this. I don't really think he was thinking this through, when releasing this video. To be honest with you guys, obviously it's going to do all the hits in the world. Obviously it's going to do 1,000,000 views in an hour if it did that. I'm not sure if it did that. Probably didn't. But you know what I mean? I'm embellishing a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta think big. Obviously they're like, okay, what's gonna do 10 million views and let everybody know that Blac Youngsta is on the scene? Come on, they didn't need to do this. We've all watched videos of Blac Youngsta get boxes of money mailed to his house. You know what I'm saying? Boxes of money mailed to his house. He could have done a simple video like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know the Trenches. I think honestly, if I had to think about it a couple seconds ago when it crossed my mind, I was thinking Blac Youngsta is probably running his own career. Blac Youngsta doesn't report to anybody. Blac Youngsta makes his own decisions, and then once he gets the project ready, CMG puts it out. I don't think CMG really holds him up from doing anything unless it's a release, like when somebody needs clearance to actually get Blac Youngsta on their album. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't really think Yo Gotti has all the reins on Blac Youngsta like that. I think he pretty much has 95% creative control to do his own thing. Oh man, I just don't get it, Schizo. I just don't get it. I've said it time and time again on this stream tonight. Young Dolph's uh, passing did not need to be examined by any of the CMG artists, especially Blac Youngsta. I mean, Moneybagg Yo and Dolph had worked together in the past, and Yo Gotti wasn't going to do that. He's just of too much of a superstar caliber. Yo Gotti is too big to be involving himself in any sort of beef, in all honesty. That's why he really didn't respond back much to Young Dolph at all on any of the shots. You know what I mean? The shots on Ready, the shots on, any of the mixtapes or the albums that Dolph was releasing. Anybody in the chat, can you tell me what song Yo Gotti actually responded to Young Dolph on? Like, did Yo Gotti actually have a Young Dolph diss record? Let me know, because I'm pretty sure he didn't. I might be wrong, though. I know Young Dolph had quite a few. Young Dolph had quite a few. What up? What up? What up? Hillary Williams. Appreciate you for tapping in tonight. Protect your neck. Okay, I see what you're doing over there. Appreciate you for tapping in on the live stream tonight. You know, I had to go live tonight, especially with what's going on with Blac Youngsta. Blac Youngsta, back to his gangsta antics. You know what I mean? Blac Youngsta going back crazy. We had seen what happened at one point when Blac Youngsta had first come onto the scene, and there was a beef with him and Young Dolph. Young Dolph said on the record, he's like, as soon as anybody that records is the police. Anybody that records when they go to the street is the police. That's what Young Dolph said. Somebody get the full lyric in there. But Young Dolph had basically responded to Blac Youngsta going to his hood, popping out with several gang members. Gangsters, I was going to say. I was going to say gangbangers, but, you know, I try to sugarcoat it a little bit for the audience. You know, we might have the young kids watching. You know what I'm saying? We like the PG audience as well. You know what I'm saying? Young kids are going to want to watch my stories so they can learn about their favorite artists. But yeah, you know, with a record, papers, Mikey T, the movie star, shit is getting major. I got records, now I got papers. Mikey T is getting major. But yeah, where was I with that whole thing? So, anyways, yeah. So Blac Youngsta had gone to Dolph's hood, and Dolph made it be known, that he wasn't even there. You see, Dolph at that point was actually in California. You know, I came on live. I remember a few years ago, I came on live, and Dolph was actually in California while Blac Youngsta ran up into his hood. And then Dolph responded on the song Ready by saying, if anybody actually films when they're going to beef, he knows that they're the police. That's sort of what he was insinuating about Blac Youngsta. Yeah, I don't think that Yo Gotti ever actually dissed Young Dolph either. Never dissed him either. But yeah, so where were we going with this, guys? I was telling you about Gucci Mane actually recording the track Long Live Dolph. So Dolph was actually mentioned as a top 5 legend on this track. You know, Gucci Mane said that Young Dolph would be in his top 5. So I want to ask y'all in the chat, does anybody in the chat actually put Young Dolph in their top 5? I know for a fact that there's a lot of people out there that would put Dolph in their top 5 because he earned his way into their top 5. Oh. Who gives you the credentials to even comment on YouTube? I interviewed Lil Wayne. Right? Don't know which tracks you're referring to, Schizo. Top 10? Top 10? I hear you. I hear you, man. I hear you. Now, Gucci Mane, obviously, his top 5 is going to be different than ours. You know, that's an Atlanta, you know what I mean, perspective right there. Yep, the trap rap movement for sure. Young Dolph would be top 5 in the trap rap move. Yeah, Hillary, I did some big interviews. You know, I've actually interviewed Young Dolph as well, twice. To that person who was asking if how I'm qualified to speak on Young Dolph. Young Dolph actually had me on stage with him before. What other blogger did Young Dolph bring on stage? Let me know. Let me know out there. Like, no disrespect. I got love for all the other bloggers. Joe Budden, Gilly the Kid, Nori. Those are guys that would get brought up on stage. I got respect for all the bloggers. Doggy Diamonds, Emrek, Jordan Tower, Gully TV. All the guys, man. My bro, Death of the Clout Chaser. All the guys. I got respect for all the bloggers. But I'm just telling you, we all got our differences. We all got reason. Math Hoffa doing his thing. We all got reasons that we're here, different perspectives that we bring. I don't think many of the other bloggers have actually been on stage with Young Dolph. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. I'm just being 100% real with you. I don't think many of the other bloggers have actually kicked it with Yo Gotti for an hour in the studio, soaking up game. Oh, they're like, oh, Mikey T's clout talking. Yeah, sorry, I get on my shit sometimes. Hope I didn't offend anybody by the way I talk that shit up. Sometimes I like to talk my shit. He's the only person who's been talking shit about him. No other rappers disrespectful to him. Yeah, Gerald. Um, it all started with him performing the Shake Something record. And I thought that was gonna be it. I was like, okay, he's not really dissing him here. He's performing a record at a club or a performance venue that the people know. The people know, you know what I mean? A record that the people actually know, because there's not many records out there from Blac Youngsta that you can recite word by word like you can Young Dolph. Let's just be 100% real. Young Dolph has so many quotables, it's not even funny, compared to Blac Youngsta. But Blac Youngsta makes you move. You know what I mean? Blac Youngsta makes you move for real. So I let it go that he was performing this. And I think most of the Young Dolph fans would let it go. But when he goes and takes the next step and he films a video at a cemetery, when he goes and does a whole video at a cemetery, yo, be easy. Be easy. The fact that he performed, let me know if you want to tap into the live too. Hit me with a message. I'll send you the link if you want to tap in. But the fact that he performed Shake Something, like, I could let that go because of the fact that he doesn't have so many records to be performing. He needs to perform something. But when he takes the next step, especially within those next 2 or 3 days, and Blac Youngsta takes the next step to film his next video in a cemetery, but then he even goes further than that. In this cemetery, there is a stone that says Thornton. And now the whole world knows what Young Dolph's name is. Probably once he got really famous, the whole world knew his name, because when I first met him, you would not know his first name was Adolph. You know what I'm saying? You would not know it. You wouldn't know it. But then when he became super famous, you know what I mean? I'm talking people offering him $20 million contracts. People knew his name and they didn't give a damn. Hey, what's up? What's up? Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Tanya. Hey, what's up, Chasing Dreams? I appreciate you tapping in. Yeah, you're right, Marquez. You're right, Marquez. You're 100% right. Yep. Yep, you're 100% right. If Jay had passed away, Nas wouldn't be performing either. That's 100% correct, man. I'm just honestly saying, that when I first saw what happened, I could tolerate it. You know what I mean? I could be like, all right, I didn't even really know that was a Young Dolph diss song, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? I didn't even really know it was. Now, Ready was undeniably a diss song to me because of the nature of what I know what's going on. You know what I mean? It's like, oh shit, how's Young Dolph gonna diss Yo Gotti next? You know what I mean? But there were some pop fans of Young Dolph that probably didn't even know about his beef with Yo Gotti, unless you think I'm wrong about that. So Gucci Man put out this song, Long Live Dolph, where he said some lyrics that really caught me. He said, "Don't take your life for granted, could be gone in seconds. RIP to Dolph, long live the legend. From Memphis to the six, they felt you in the bricks. The day you died, it broke my heart, a day I won't forget." Yeah, though that really hit me. Gucci continued on, but that really hit me right there. You know how much of a connection these two made. You know, to where Gucci said, "The day you died, it broke my heart, a day I won't forget." And there's a video out for this as well that Gucci Man shot. Really simple, really chill video. You know what I mean? Where Gucci Man is just sort of reminiscing on some of the things that Young Dolph would rap about, as well as, you know, some of the things that Young Dolph would do that would make him different, you know, from the other guys. Talking about where he's from, like saying, "From Memphis to the six, they felt you in the bricks," you know. And then one thing you know you're missed, one thing you know we pissed. It's paper route forever. You know WAP gonna represent. You know Glock gonna represent. A lot of people are getting on uh PRE right now. They're gonna be on Key Glock. Like, look what happened at Rolling Loud. They immediately brought him out to Rolling Loud to show love to the fallen Young Dolph. So right now, all eyes are going to be on uh, Key Glock, and it's great to hear that Gucci Man is giving him the love, the shine, the admiration, as he's saying he's going to step up because Gucci Man's going to be able to be there. But Key Glock is really going to have to be the face of PRE at this point, you guys. I want to know if everybody is going to get behind Key Glock. Are we going to show Key Glock the same love that we showed to Young Dolph over the years, you guys? Because, like I said a little bit earlier, Dolph really got Key Glock ready, bringing him up to all the stations, the Hot 97s, bringing him up to Sway, putting him on the Dumb and Dumber album. I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight, man. We're talking about Blac Youngsta going to a cemetery, a graveyard, and filming a music video. Now, it doesn't have to be a Young Dolph diss track. I don't assume he has any young. Hold on, was he dissing him on the damn track? Jesus, that would just be appalling if he was. Deleted some of the lyrics. But yeah, you know, I was asking myself, like, how much of this is going to be put on Key Glock's shoulders? You know what I mean? How much of this is going to be put on Key Glock's shoulders? And, you know, where is he going? Is there a label situation with Key Glock right now? What's going to happen? What's going to happen with Key Glock's situation? Because you got to imagine that, well, I guess the label situation is independent or Empire. You know, I'm just wondering where everything is going to end up. And believe me, I'll be on here to report it as it goes down because I'm going to be one of the people that stands behind Key Glock as he continues on with his career. I'm going to be one of the people that stands behind Key Glock as he continues on with his career. But obviously, he's got much bigger people in the game. He's got Big Guwop standing right behind him as well. Big Guwop standing right behind him. You know, I had made a suggestion about the next Dumb and Dumber album, but Gucci Man should probably fill in. Gucci Man should actually probably fill in and, you know, take Dolph's place on that. I think that would be great for the career of Key Glock. Key Glock and Dolph are family as well, you guys. Ooh, Marquez Smith. Yeah, that's sort of what I was just thinking right there. That's a good look. He's saying the rumor right now, PRE is heading over to 1017. I don't know, man. I don't know if that could be the case because Young Dolph wouldn't even take 20 million. Young Dolph wouldn't even take 20 million. What you talking about, Scar? Off the Line TV says Dumb and Dumber won't be the same without Dolph. Off the line, can you tell me if Dumb and Dumber 2 was actually released yet, or if they just have that in the can? Because what I'm saying is, if they have Dumb and Dumber 2 released, I'm no official A&R, but you guys know I'll be there someday. You know what I mean? In those executive rooms making decisions like this. Now, if they have Dumb and Dumber 2 done, they should have Gucci Man jump on a remix, put out a single for Dumb and Dumber 2, and then have that lead up to Dumb and Dumber 3 featuring Gucci Man. Bada bing, bada boom, right there. You got a 1017 project ready to go. Plus, you put Key Glock in the forefront. You know what I mean? You give Key Glock an opportunity to shine. So that's win-win right there, you guys. Now, originally, I really didn't want to put myself on blast like this. Originally, I was saying that Soulja Boy should really make do. I was saying that Soulja Boy should make do and actually, I was saying Soulja Boy should make do and actually go and work with Key Glock. But with everything going on, still a lot of people don't really want to forgive Soulja Boy. Okay, so number 2 Ben came out. They need a part 3. Now, off the line, I would assume they probably already have a bunch of material. I would just assume they already have a bunch of material recorded for 3. Wouldn't you? Soulja Boy is, well, what do you mean off the line? Soulja Boy is evidently not finished. He's been heating up the last few weeks or the last few months. He's been keeping his shit consistent for a minute, man. So I don't agree with that. I don't really agree with that. Well, I mean, it doesn't really matter about the streets, man. You know what I mean? Young Dolph had made it further than the streets. Young Dolph had made it to the pop status. You know what I mean? Young Dolph had started making it to pop status to where, them white women on the beach in Malibu would know about Young Dolph and they would be playing Young Dolph's music at like beer pong parties and shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. I would not say that Soulja's last album was good or bad. I mean, but what I will say about Soulja Boy's last album, Silverback, is the way he promoted it was decent. Why? Because he was actually there to promote it. You know what I mean? When he released I think it was called like the Savage Life 4 or something like that, he was actually online to make sure that he could tell all of his fans to go look at it. He actually had a different track on it to make you want to go look at it, and that was the Kanye West disc. You know what I'm saying? He had the Kanye West disc, which kind of like made you want to go check out the record. I didn't personally check it out. I didn't buy into his beef with Kanye West whatsoever. Until Kanye West flies me out to Wyoming, I don't really have much to say about it. Twiz is handling some business tonight for the Life of the Philly Fam channel. You can go check out his feature-length interview with Oskino over there right now tonight. So that's what SV Twiz has going on tonight, you guys. Y'all should go check that shit out, man. Oskino gave Twiz a really, really good interview, man. That's some Philly shit right there. How long you been on YouTube, Mike? I've been on YouTube since 2009. World Star actually picked up my very first interview. My very first interview was with Freaky Zeke, as I was telling you guys a little bit earlier, when Freaky Zeke spoke on Gucci Man. And Gucci Man actually, Gucci Man, well, Freaky said that you could go to Atlanta, bring 5 racks, and it's crazy because I actually talked to French about that interview too. I was like, yo, I got this crazy footage of Freaky Zeke. He's like, let me see it. This is back in like 2009 though. Marquez Smith says Glock should have come out with a tribute song before Gucci. He's taking too long. We need to hear that pain on a track. Yeah, Marquise, that's why I'm asking the question, I'm asking the question like how much how much is um how much is going to be put on the back of Key Glock right now? You know what I mean? How much is going on to the back of Key Glock, and how is he going to deal with the pressure? You know what I'm saying? I'm asking the question, who's going to step up? Who's going to step up to align themselves with Key Glock? You know, it looks like Gucci Man is saying he's going to be there. In the record, well, he said WAP is going to be there to represent. I don't know when Gully TV actually got started with it. You know what I mean? But he's doing a hell of a job right now. He actually showed me some love a few months back. You know what I mean? When I was when a lot of people thought I was gonna be down and out, you know what I'm saying? Or at my worst or whatever. You know, a few people stepped up. Gully TV was one of them. Another one, Hollow the Don, giving me an interview. A lot of people stepped up from Philly too, you know, Black De Niro, Kay Walker. You know what I'm saying? People stepped up and said, Mikey T, we believe in you. We like your work. You know what I'm saying? And tomorrow I'm actually dropping an official interview with Mickey Fax, man. I'm very excited about that. He was on live tonight with Big Crit going crazy. Yeah, man. I saw Mir Malik was doing well. Mir Malik was doing well. He was on the spinner. He was on a bike, you know, doing a little bit of exercising, regaining a little bit of mobility in his legs. You know, exactly what he should be doing. I'm really proud of him. He should be back, man. 2022 is looking beautiful, man. As long as everybody just continues the work that we are supposed to. You know what I mean? Yeah, Marquez, you should go check out my interview with Hollow. I'm going to put it out in full length, but I have several different pieces of it out right now, man. It's crazy. Hollow actually went to had the same teacher as Nas. Same English teacher as Nas. Like, who the hell? Like, what? Like, what? The shit that I'm uncovering in some of these interviews, you guys. But yeah, that was a striking comment my man make about Key Glock. Key Glock making a tribute song to Young Dolph. I wasn't even really thinking about that. You know what I mean? I wasn't even really thinking about that, you know, because when I had watched a couple little interviews with people talking about Dolph, and you know, it didn't really seem like people just wanted to capitalize off of Dolph's passing. You know what I mean? It's like they didn't want to just put out the Dolph records just because it's in style to release a record right after somebody passes. Because after somebody passes, man, you're kind of hurt. You know what I mean? You kind of want to get away from everybody. You know what I mean? When some shit like that, you don't want to go talk to everybody. You don't want to show everybody what you got. Sometimes some things that you have are for you. You know what I mean? Like you got to be respectful and considerate when it comes to things like when it comes to people's space, I should say. You know what I mean? We shouldn't just be expecting everything from everybody. Key Glock needs time right now. That's his family right there. You know what I'm saying? That's his family right there, guys. We got to be really respectful. Um, you know, we got to be really respectful. It was dope that they showed up at Rolling Loud in place of Dolph, you know, because I mean, that was probably a heavily contracted event. You know what I mean? And the guys there were probably like, listen, Key Glock, I don't know if Jay Fizzle came out with them, but you know, they were probably like, listen, you guys, it'd be great if you came out. And it's great that they did come out because you know what? It shows me that Key Glock is going to continue going on with his career, man. And I don't want to see him resort to having to diss Blac Youngsta now or come on the like Key Glock came on the internet a few weeks ago and he was like, listen, everybody's asking me if I'm okay. You damn well know that I'm not okay. That's why I mean you don't send nobody no message like, oh, are you okay? You know, he's damn well not okay. He ain't good. Like you got to give him a moment. Now everyone's gonna send in messages. Yo, are you gonna diss Blac Youngsta? No. Yo Gotti needs to step up and end this damn thing. Yo Gotti needs to step up and tell Blac Youngsta to take that video down. I don't give a damn if you weren't dissing Young Dolph. Take the damn video down. I ain't putting that out as a CEO of a label. Why? That shit's street anyways. Where's Booty? Where's the sequel to Booty? Coming out with this street record. You think that's going gold? That shit ain't even gonna go silver. I just kind of was going into like a little rant right there. My bad, y'all. Let me see. Marquis said that Gucci said he hit the mic and had to vent. Yeah, I believe it, man. I believe it. You know what I mean? A lot of artists do say that when they use the microphone, it's like therapy. A lot of rappers even say that they're in therapy. You know what I mean? They got a lot of emotions. It's like a writer, you know, writing a book. You know what I'm saying? Like getting all that thought of the thoughts from his mind out onto the page. You know, sometimes people got a lot that they want to get out. Some of these things that Gucci said in the song, I didn't really think I would hear him saying lyrics like that in the past, man. Oh, hell yeah. I mess with Math Hoffa, man. I did interviews with Math Hoffa back in 2011, bro. Math Hoffa was a good dude. My brother, it's Matic, actually introduced me to Math Hoffa. Yep, yep. Great guy right there. We be staying connected on the gram and shit. We be staying connected on the gram. He be showing me a lot of love. He be responding to me and commenting on me and all types of shit. That's my guy right there. Nah, bro. No, silver is not higher than gold. It goes silver. Silver is like 200 to 300,000, bro. And then gold is 500,000 and then platinum is 1 million. Silver is like 200 to 300,000. What video does Blac Youngsta got? What do you mean by that, James? What do you mean by that, James? What video does Blac Youngsta got? Well, his most known video is the Booty record, where he was actually a very small, it was like the Honey I Shrunk the Kids thing. But he has a few other street videos, like Shake Some. He has a couple other street videos that he's done and shit, and a couple other videos that are all right. Nah, man, I don't agree. Oh, what video does he have that he needs to take down? He just released a snippet of a new song that he has, and he's actually doing it in a graveyard. Guy's actually rolling around in a graveyard. Guy's actually in front of a tombstone that says Thornton, which is Young Dolph's last name. And it's not Young Dolph's actual stone. There was another name on it as well. But I mean, come on, that's just disgraceful, to be 100% honest with you. And I don't know how Yo Gotti is going to approve of him actually doing that, especially with what happened, like what happened to King Von, you know, what happened in the last 2 months and three different hip hop artists. Like, you know what I mean? Like any artist in the game should know better than to shoot a video in a cemetery right now. I'm just saying any artist. I'm not even saying, especially somebody who beefed with them, especially since CMG and PRE were beefing. Like Blac Youngsta should know better. You know what I mean? Like I'm not even going to say some of the things that I want to say. It's like, you know what I mean? Like in a lot of cases, I think we all know it wasn't even uh, Blac Youngsta who was getting ran down on. What does he have to be mad about? What does he have to be mad about that he's going and filming at somebody's grave? Even though it wasn't the actual one, dudes went around and found a stone that said Thornton. I'm sorry, man. Maybe I'm getting a little, you know, overhyped about this. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are pissed off right now. A lot of people are pissed off right now. I'm a little pissed off because I would have thought Blac Youngsta would have known better. I think we got to get Charlemagne or something to talk to Blac Youngsta. You know what I'm saying? I think Charlemagne is going to have to talk to Blac Youngsta and ask him, what were you doing there? What were you doing there, Blac Youngsta? You know what I mean? He could get kind of comical with it, a little bit of comic relief to simmer down a tense situation. You know, but I'm a little bit embarrassed because Blac Youngsta should have known better. And honestly, Blac Youngsta is shooting himself in the foot by doing this. He's turning off a lot of fans. He's turning off a lot of fans, man. James, what's popping? What's popping with you, man? Appreciate you for tapping in. Did you ever interview Method Man? No, I never interviewed Method Man. I have been to a couple shows. I've been to a Red and Meth show, and I have been to a Wu-Tang show. So I've been in Method Man's presence a couple times. And I actually got a drop from Method Man, actually. Yeah, I got a drop from Method Man. I went to his video shoot with my guy Noriega and my other dude Joe Young. Maul G was there. It was a good time. It was in Manhattan. I got to smoke out with my dude Noriega again, and I got to actually meet Method Man and get a drop from him. It was lit. Hell yeah. I'm smoking on some, what do I got right here? I got this GMO pre-ground, 31%. You see that shit? 31% right there. 31%. But you know what it is, man. We're talking that real shit tonight, man. I don't think there's another blogger out there that keeps it this real. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I don't think there's another blogger out there that keeps it this real. Oh, I guess Mr. Harris there doesn't understand some of the things that I done in the game. I done interviewed Young Dolph, Yo Gotti, Cornball, and I ain't afraid to call out a hater. It's one thing. Actually, I'm done calling them out. Let's focus on the positivity. We got a great group in here tonight, man. What they say, F what a hater say. F what a hater say. I think you got the story wrong, Ice. You don't get that I stood up for myself. Guys, you would have turned around and run away. You would have turned around. You wouldn't even have been there, matter of fact. So don't even come in my chat room talking. What up with you? Yeah, they don't know the pedigree, Charlie. They don't know the pedigree, Charlie. They don't know the pedigree, but bet they fucking remember me. They don't know the pedigree, but I bet you they remember me. That's right, man. I'll tell you, man. They always remember me. They always look at me. They always tell their wife and kids about me. They always tell their friends about me. You know what I'm saying? I don't got nothing to tell my people about them. I don't got nothing to tell my people about them. There ain't nothing to tell, man. They just kind of run out of ideas. You know what I mean? I'm like a propeller. I just keep on, you know what I mean? My shit keep on going. My shit keep on going. My shit don't ever stop. My shit don't ever burn out. They be like, "Oh, we got a little alley oop. We got an alley oop real quick. Something happened in our favor." And then it's like, wow, it's like that's what had to happen in your favor for you to take advantage of something, but then they can't even keep it going. Or let's see, who would you rather smoke with? Wiz or Currency? Who would you rather smoke with, Wiz or Currency? Man, I'm gonna have to go with Wiz, to be honest with you. If we're able to smoke out like a whole half ounce of bud, you know what I'm saying? I would rather smoke with Wiz, just to be honest with you, man. Yeah, just to be 100% honest with you, I'd rather smoke with Wiz, I guess. Yeah, that's what I'll go with. Because Currency is mad cool. Currency is mad cool. I actually got to interview Currency. Yeah, I actually got to interview Currency. And one time I actually sold Wiz bud. Funny fact. Funny fact. One time I actually sold Wiz bud. What other blogger has sold Wiz bud? Let me know. I don't think any other blogger has ever sold Wiz bud before. Jet Life. Jet Life. Shout out to Method Man and Wu Tang. Shout out to Method Man and Wu Tang. Yeah, Method Man and Wu Tang. Method Man and Redman and the Wu Tang. You know, a couple great groups, great group, great duo, great solo artist. They really made the music of my generation, you know, of my young life. Wu Tang really made the music that, you know, it really was the soundtrack for our young life, to be 100% honest with you. I love the Wu Tang, you know, from the group shit to really how they all branched out into solo artists, you know. RZA still doing his thing, you know, in all different types of aspects. Old Dirty Bastard, rest in peace. You know what I'm saying? Old Dirty Bastard has some of the most classic singles ever in hip hop. What did he set the trend with working with Mariah? Who did that first? Did somebody do it before Dirty? Let me know, you guys. Me and Mariah go back like babies and pacifiers. Dirt dog don't lie. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, did he set the trend for that, or did somebody get him? Did somebody get him right before it? You know what I'm saying? Because Old Dirty Bastard, you know, Method Man. I remember buying Method Man's album to Cal, the prequel. Oh man, a lot of people hated on that album, but I loved that album, man. Especially his record with Snoop Dogg on that one. Y'all remember that record with Snoop Dogg? Nah, I'm 88. I was born in 88, bro. What are you talking about, dude? I never got jumped. I never got jumped. I just defended myself. I was born in 80, me 1999, my 1990. Believe me, a boy born in 88 is going to defend himself. I was born in 85. Steve, appreciate you for tapping in tonight, bro. I seen you pop in a few minutes ago. I seen you pop in a few minutes ago, man. Salute to you, bro. I appreciate the consistency, man. You know, I had to jump on here and talk about this whole Blac Youngsta and Young Dolph situation, man. And I'm just wondering, and I'm wondering what y'all think. Is Yo Gotti gonna step up? Because I think he is, and I think it'll happen in the next few days. You know, don't call me gullible. Don't say that I'm thinking too much into it, man. I think it's gonna be what a CEO does. And I hope we don't ever see that stupid ass video. You know what I mean? That cringe ass $2,000 video. What the hell is that, man? Go out and do something productive. I done seen videos with Blac Youngsta where he's you know what I mean? He's the milkman. He done got the Honey I Shrunk the Kids theme. You know, he does creative shit. You're not that same artist shooting the Shake Some video. You're not the same artist just getting started. You know what I'm saying? Like you're at a different caliber now, man. We look at you as an entertainer. That's the aspect that Blac Youngsta has in the game. He's an entertainer. Young Dolph, he has his quotables, he has recitables, he has music that we want to own every single album. Blac Youngsta's an entertainer. Entertain, dude. Do something entertaining. Don't do something that's going to make half of your fan base hate you because you just turned off a lot of people who were giving you a chance, giving you a chance to enjoy your music. You understand what I'm saying, guys? When a fan, okay, I'll give this guy a chance. He runs with Yo Gotti. He's funny. Not even he runs with Yo Gotti anymore because it's more than that. He's funny. He's different. I'm going to give him his music ain't that good. But you know what? When he comes out next time, I'm going to give him a chance next time, anyways, because he was funny last time, because he was creative, because he doesn't do something that every single different rapper does. Am I making sense to anybody out there? I know I've got to be to some people because that's how I feel like we all felt about Blac Youngsta. Young Dolph, different story. Young Dolph, different story. I see girls making videos reciting his lyrics. You know what I mean? Talking about, you know what I mean? I got a bitch. She kind of smart. I like that. Like, and you got a girl reciting the lyric. You know what I mean? He's talking about you. They don't care. They love it. It's kind of sexy when you see a girl singing a Young Dolph lyric. You know what I mean? I don't, I just want to fuck and let her hold my weed. That way I don't gotta worry about police. You know what I mean? It's kind of hot watching a girl sing a Young Dolph lyric. My boy RBH is cringing right now. He's like, wish I was on this live so I could at least do a Young Dolph lyric or two. Crooklyn. What up, Crooklyn? Appreciate Brooklyn in the Brooklyn. Brooklyn in the building tonight. What you saying? Currency's new mixtape is fire. Yeah, I really love Currency's music, but I got asked the question a little bit earlier. Who would I rather blaze with? Currency or Wiz? I would have to say Wiz. You know what I mean? I would like to blaze with Wiz. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about on a personal level. I'm not talking about smoke 1J and you're off. Like if we do that, I mean, it doesn't matter. Either cool, whatever one. But if I'm talking about if we're smoking out a half ounce of bud, if we're chilling, if we're shooting the shit, I want to do that with Wiz. You know what I mean? That'd be dope. Rest up, Dolph. Yeah, rest in peace, Dolph, man. You changed the whole culture. You changed the whole shape of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Some kid with a dream changed the whole shape of the game. You know what I mean? He made sure that his dream didn't go unnoticed by everybody. We all got a little vision of what Young Dolph wanted to do in this game, you guys. You know, and it came with some issues possibly because at one point Yo Gotti had wanted to sign Young Dolph. You know what I'm saying? Once you see a talent like that coming up, he got the feature with Gucci Man. He put himself in the bracket that he needed to be for people with money to see him. Yo Gotti was in a position. You know what I mean? He was working since the earlier days, since the earlier 2000s. You know what I mean? Working and really found his wave. Yo Gotti found his wave. And then you know what? He started wanting to sign talent. But Young Dolph wanted to keep it independent. I think from just watching things, maybe I'll do a more elaborate video on this one day. But I think just by watching things at one point, Young Dolph would have liked to sign with Yo Gotti. But at the point when Yo Gotti actually took notice of him, I think Dolph was just more interested in doing it on his own, doing it on his own. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because Young Dolph's independent grind was pretty much like no others. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty much like no other. I know. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think, man. I think Gotti is going to say, Youngsta, we need to get back to business. Let that shit rest. Buck Sheep of Sheep, Kentucky in the building. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for tapping in all the way from Kentucky. I hope everything's going good for you out there, man. Major salute. What's that? Get paid. Get paid. I used to bump that every morning. Yeah, one of my joints was Preach. Lot of Young Dolph shit though, man. You know what I mean? A lot of Young Dolph shit. Tapping in. Appreciate you for tapping in, man. That's love. George, appreciate you for tapping in tonight. But yeah, so when Young Dolph had done that record with Gucci Man, it got him on Yo Gotti's radar. Now, I don't know if Moneybagg Yo knew this, but since Yo Gotti had an interest in Young Dolph, Moneybagg Yo decided that he was going to get a feature with Young Dolph, I believe. And that is what turned Yo Gotti's attention to Moneybagg Yo. You know, at $7,000, $10,000, whatever his feature for Young Dolph cost, it turned into a multi-million dollar deal with Yo Gotti. Smart moves right there. They played a game of chess right there. They went in for the kill. They went in for the clean sweep. Both artists right there did major, major business just by investing in themselves. Now, Yo Gotti might have gone after Young Dolph a little bit late, because when Young Dolph got that feature with Gucci Man and built that relationship with Gucci Man, he was like, I wouldn't even want to sign with Gucci Man. So why would I want to sign with Yo Gotti? Whereas Moneybagg Yo is coming from a point of, yo, man, I really just want to sign. I really just want to sign. And then that one move right there attracted the attention of Yo Gotti. Yep. Dolph gave Moneybagg his first big feature on I Need a Plug. How perfect. How perfect. Because Dolph knows how to get to that bag, Crown Heights Kid said. And yeah, Crown Heights Kid, if Yo Gotti would have came to Young Dolph with 200,000, 500,000, 700,000, like he has done on those videos famously that we've seen where he shows up with a whole shopping bag full of money. You know what I mean? Dolph wanted much more than that. You know what I mean? So I think Dolph wasn't inclined to accept an offer like that, being that he declined $21 million years later. But like I said, if Yo Gotti had got to Dolph maybe a year and a half, 2 years earlier, he would have loved to have accepted that money. But did he really warrant that money? Right. So yeah, you just got to really ask yourself those questions. Uh Gucci Man said another line that really clicked with me on the Long Live Dolph record. He said, when it comes to independent, you are the president. And I'm just wondering to myself, what lasting effect will Young Dolph's, innovations on the hip hop game actually have? Like I sort of tapped into it a little bit earlier as I'm thinking like Yo Gotti and Gucci Man. These are two of the, biggest moguls out of the southern area, and Young Dolph got a chance to meet them, and he, rather than sign with them, he decided to become them, but on an independent level. I got a feeling that a lot of artists are going to look at this blueprint and do the same thing, rather than sign to a major label for $1 million, like guys like 50 Cent have done. Well, it worked out for 50 Cent. And then you guys got guys like Skinny from the Nine who signed for $1 million. Sometimes $1 million is not the end all be all. Having the ability to make $1 million yourself at any given time of the month, that might be a better incentive. That might actually be a better incentive, man. Dolph respected Gucci heavy though. Yeah. Yeah. He respected him so much that he realized he didn't need to sign to him, I don't think. You know what I mean? And I think Gucci respected that because Dolph had his own things moving. Gucci must have looked at it like Dolph has his own things moving. He really doesn't need to sign to me. Now, if Gucci Man steps in and actually helps Key Glock at this point, I would be impressed by that. I would be all for that, because we got to, not we, well, we as the fans, like I said earlier, we all need to come together and make sure that we give Key Glock the support that he needs right now. Because a lot of people in this game really just want to step away after something tragic like this happens. They feel like, damn, I'm not what the people want. Am I what the people want? Can I do what Young Dolph was doing? We just need to step behind Key Glock because he's who Young Dolph presented to us, guys. That's who Young Dolph presented to us. We've listened to the projects, we've watched the interviews, we've seen the vlogs. Let's get behind it as a fan base, man. This whole Blac Youngsta thing, man, I think he violated. I think he's in violation of the artist to artist code right now by doing this shit. And I think he's gonna come to his senses, man, because Blac Youngsta wants longevity in this game. That's what I think Blac Youngsta ultimately wants, man. And I don't think he's going to deny himself that longevity. He's going to see the backlash that he's getting from what he's done here, guys. But I want everybody on here to follow me. Follow me for a follow back. Everybody that follows me, I'm going to follow y'all back. You heard what I'm saying? I'm going to follow every single person in here that follows me back on the gram. I go live on the gram to let y'all know what my stories are going to be about. Sometimes I go live on the gram if I run into a celebrity. Sometimes I go live on the gram if I'm listening to some music and I want y'all to hear what I'm listening to. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we do different theme nights on there. So I want everybody to follow me on Instagram. And I want you to stay tuned because tomorrow I'm dropping my exclusive interview with Mickey Fax. BX, baby. BX, baby. I'm going to pin it up, but I'm going to ask everybody if anybody has any final questions. Final questions. Or open. Actually, we call it open questions here. Open questions now, you guys. Open questions. Let me make sure I've got through the whole topic. We got okay. Oh shit, I am not done. I am not done by no means, you guys. Yeah, Bond Simmons was on yesterday, y'all. Bond Simmons was on yesterday. Bonds is one of my co-hosts, but I'm not done by a long shot. I've got some more lyrics here from the Long Live Dolph record, actually. But I was speaking on the independent route that Young Dolph has really shown the artists to that they can take. And I think a lot of artists are going to be impressed by that over the years. I think he's going to leave a long lasting impression. Because even Gucci Man said it on the song. He said that Dolph, when it comes to independent, you are the president. He gave it to him. You know what I mean? Young Dolph got that crowning acknowledgement from Gucci Man. And some more lyrics from the Long Live Dolph. Gucci said, "So much hate and envy out here. I don't got two fucks to give. So this is how it is. Gotta die to get your props. Never get your flowers while you're here. And damn, that says a lot. All this senseless violence that I'm seeing, I swear it needs to stop." That's what Gucci rapped, saying all this senseless violence that I'm seeing, I swear it needs to stop. Oh, you're out of here. Now you're out of here, loser. Talking about that type of dumb shit. Bonds is more new school, brother. He was rocking with OTF, Shay Davis, and Q Life. They was rocking around those days when all the crews were running around Queens trying to take the shit over like G Unit and Murder Inc. They was running around. They were a little clique. Yeah, these Gucci Mans, these proactive lyrics from Gucci Man grabbed me, man. You know, he said, "So this is how it is. Gotta die to get your props. Never get your flowers while you're here. Damn, that says a lot. Never get your flowers while you're here. Damn, that says a lot. All this senseless violence that I'm seeing, I swear it needs to stop." When you got Gucci Man saying that shit, you know what I mean? When you got Gucci Man coming on a track and saying that senseless violence needs to stop, that's saying something, you guys. Gucci Man. Now, don't even bring up that shit with Young Jeezy because honestly, Gucci Man was defending himself. That's why he said the word senseless. Senseless. Senseless violence, like hitting somebody up when they're at a cookie store. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit, man. Hitting somebody up when they're getting a platter of cookies to bring back to their crib. That is senseless. Somebody defending themselves when somebody comes to assault them, that doesn't fall into the category of senseless, you guys. Riding in a circular circle in the block. Drop the top this time for Dolph. Every time you see Guwap, this summer you gonna see it off. Whose lyric is that, bro? Who will make decisions for PRE now? I'm wondering what's gonna. I mean, obviously, Dolph probably had somebody else that was assisting him with the running of the label, but I'm wondering what's gonna happen with everything as well, man. I'm wondering who's gonna step in and make sure the label stays afloat as well, man. We all gotta watch. We have to stay heavily invested, man, because I think a lot of artists, similar to when Capone went to jail, a lot of artists stepped up to help Nori on the War Report. A lot of artists stepped up to help Nori on the War Report when Capone went to jail, as Capone explained in an interview. You know what I'm saying? So I want y'all to remember that. I want everybody to actually follow me. I want everybody to follow me on the gram. My Instagram is plugged up right there. Now I think we pretty much got through it. Now I think we've pretty much got through it. So I'm going to say open questions. If anybody has any questions before we get out of here tonight, we got a 90-minute episode tonight, man. I think it was a hell of a live. But what y'all think? Who's got some open questions for me? I'm about to spark up because, I got to give y'all a little bit of time to ask me some questions. I know y'all might have some hard-hitting ones. Y'all might have some regular shit, but whatever you want to ask, man, I'm here to hear it. See what's going on with that 10 Cloverfield Lane. We ain't watching that tonight. Baby. I want to let everybody know I got an interview dropping tomorrow with Mickey Fax. Oh, of course. Of course. All these guys can say whatever the hell they want on YouTube, but I can't say a simple word like violate. But they can write all types of crazy captions on their YouTube videos, but I can't even write the word violate. I'll let you all know I'm not even going by that shit no more. I'm doing whatever I want on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna have people saying shit to me like, yo, Mikey T, you're 2PG. Mikey T, what's going on, man? We need you to keep it real and raw. Mikey T, we expect the real, raw, and uncut shit from you. So don't be expecting no cookie cutter headlines from me anymore. I ain't playing by them dumbass rules. I'm not worried about little things anymore. Big shit popping, as T.I. said. I'm going to continue getting to it to become the #1 blogger on the internet, the king of the bloggers. I'm coming for that big deal, too. I'm coming for that big deal that's going to put me on radio, that's going to put me on television as well. Unfiltered, solidified. Everything's about to go, y'all. I want everybody to stay in tune for my next moves, my next interviews. Tomorrow, I'm dropping my full interview, 30-minute interview with Mickey Fax. We discuss a whole lot from how we started working with Pharrell, attracting the attention of Pharrell, to how we went on to be on the XXL freshman list, to how we signed with Jive Records. You know what I'm saying? All different types of shit I'm going to cover with Mickey Fax, man. Mickey Fax, Schizo. Mickey Fax is up next. Full interview with Skinny Me dropping soon. Hollow the Don, full interview. Black De Niro, full interview. It's gonna be a crazy week. I hope y'all stay in tune, man. Are you gonna interview any up and coming artist? Well, actually, I guess Dark Low wants me to do an interview with one of his homies, Sleepy. I think his name is Sleepy Brown. Hopefully, I'm not getting his name wrong. So I'm gonna do that interview for Dark Low, for the homie, because they got some work together. What's his name? Let me see if I was just talking to Trigger, my guy Trigger, he be messing with G Unit and all that, him and Fab Don. Yep. So I'm gonna do some work with them too, man. I'm gonna be working all year, man. 2022 is fitting to be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Look what I did in 2020. Look what I did in 2021. 2022 is going to be crazy. I've been doing this shit since 2009. First interview was on World Star Hip Hop. Made the whole internet start losing their mind. They said, "Who is that white kid? Who is this little white kid, man? God damn, that's the hottest white kid in hip hop since Eminem. God damn. Does he rap too? Does he rap too? Okay, he doesn't rap. Thank God. Thank God. He would take shit over. He would take shit over if he was rapping. Hey, man, don't put my name in a diss track unless you're being cordial and cool about it like Black De Niro. But yeah, man, that'll do it, man. That'll do it for the show tonight. We're going to get out of here a little bit early. I really appreciate everybody tuning in, man. Y'all are the best fan base, as I always say. It is your boy Mikey T, the movie star. We got a lot of work coming this year, man. Aside from the interviews, aside from the lives, I'm going to start doing these hip-hop stories. I'm going to start taking real in-depth looks at the hip-hop game and educating y'all. You know what I mean? Educating the people about the proper stories and shit. Bro, I had two Red Bulls, bro. You know I need 2 Red Bulls for this shit. Oh, yeah, let me light that shit up, man. We ain't done. I'm going to smoke one more with y'all. I smoke 2 joints in the morning. I smoke 2 joints at night. I smoke 2 joints in the afternoon. It makes me feel all right. I thought he was missing 2. I was like, yo, you're missing 2 somewhere. I smoke 2 joints. In times of peace and 2 in times of war. I smoke 2 joints after I smoke 2 joints. And then I smoke 2 more. I smoke 2 joints in times of peace. They're like, damn, is this what Mikey T does when he smokes a joint? I usually smoke blunts, you guys. I'm on the joints right now. My favorite song of 2021. Probably that Back in Blood. Back in Blood by Lil Durk and Pooh Shiesty. Machine Gun Kelly had some really great music this year too, though. But that was more on the soft rock shit. Machine Gun Kelly really came back and changed his whole career. But yeah, Lil Durk and Lil Baby's album. But probably Pooh Shiesty and Lil Durk was the best song of the year. Take these Yo, Marquise. I was actually in Knoxville and I was in Nashville. I did not make my way over to Memphis. It sucks. It sucks, man, that I didn't make it to Memphis. I wish I did, but I will come back, man. I will come back. Yo, Mr. King Texas, bro. In all honesty, I think you're wrong. I don't think Young Dolph would have done a dumbass video like that, man. And I'm just a little disappointed as a Blac Youngsta fan that he would do something like that, man. Come on. Come on. That's absurd. I understand that whole shit about you beef with somebody, you beef with them after they passed. Believe me, I was homies with Bang'em Smurf. We remember what happened when Mozzie passed, man. Some of the websites actually posted what he said, but that shit's absurd, man. When somebody passes away, dead the shit. And I'm not really going to say anything more about it in regard to that because I come on here in a respectful manner, bro. I'm not on here talking no absurd shit, saying anything wrong, seriously wrong about anybody involved, man. So come on now. Guy comes onto a video at the end and just assumes to know what we was talking about. Come on, rewind the video, my dude. Rewind the video. And if you missed it, like some people come on and they're like, "Oh, Mikey T, I was trying to watch the video, but it was an hour and 40 minutes long. It was 3 hours long." Bro, you guys don't give Joe Budden hell about making a 3-hour video. Excuse me, the fact that I can talk for 3 hours and keep a lot of people that are watching entertained. Excuse me. But I don't want to hear no shit like that, man. You don't give Joe Budden nothing like that. If you want an hour, If you want an hour, wait till I get national syndication and then say, Mike, we're going to give you 53 minutes. There's going to be 8 minutes of commercials, da 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 da, or whatever it ends up being. Until then, this is my promotional video to get that job. And I hope you enjoy it. But I still want the Barstool Sports gig where they put me in like a penalty box. And then like I can ask the rappers or the actors whatever I want. And then I'll be asking Ben Affleck like about Jennifer Lopez. And he'll be like pounding on the shit when I'm in a penalty box. So it's like, you know, he can't really get to me. That's going to be my show on Barstool Sports. I'm going to be interviewing like Vin Rames and I'm going to ask him some like crazy shit. And he's going to like come over and start pounding on the penalty box like, you mother. That's going to be my shit, you guys. Gilly needs to put that shit together for me. Maybe I should at least ask him. But you know what, man? I just grind. I just work. I don't stop, man. You know what I mean? I'm not in the business of asking people for handouts or favors and shit like that. I grind for mine, you guys. And I've been doing that since 2009. I grind for mine and I've been doing it since 2009. And I haven't stopped. All I did is get more shine. Every single week, I've had another piece on the internet. I got a streak. I've been putting everything out. It's like every week it was like 3 different pieces. I would do it every different website, you guys. Like every different website would be posting my material back then. Like real shit. You guys, some of you guys probably don't remember it, but I was posting different interviews every different week on all different websites and shit, man. If it was like today, this day and age, there would have been a bidding war on me to sign to one of these websites. But yeah, man, I got to do some shit, y'all. We had a great live tonight. I really appreciate everybody for tuning in, man. I'm going to drop my interview tomorrow with Mickey Fax. So probably give it a little bit of break from the live video tomorrow so everybody can let that interview marinate and enjoy it. And then we're going to be back to work all week, man. All week. Doesn't stop. The grind doesn't stop, man. If anybody has any questions, get them out now. Get them out now because I'm getting out of here in a minute or two. Unless some questions or a super chat pops in. Super chat will always get me to stay because you know a super chat will brighten anybody's day. So super chat will get me to stay, or if anybody has any questions, just shoot them out. But I'm about to get out of here. Everyone is saying that new Spider-Man movie is the one to check out. I really haven't even seen the first one. So I'm actually, hopefully I got a little bit of this Red Bull. Oh yeah, I got a little third in there. You know what I'm saying? I got a little eighth left. You know what I'm saying? Somebody's like, Mike, an eighth and a third are a completely different portion. I got a little something left to help me get through the movie, as well as several J's to roll up. So everyone's telling me, Mike, you got to check out the new Spider-Man. So realistically, I've seen the first 2 or 3 with Tobey Maguire. I saw the second 2 with Andrew Garfield. Now I've seen Spider-Man sporadically pop up in some of the Avengers or whatever movies, you know, from the Marvel Galaxy. But now I got to check out the Homecoming, I guess, of Spider-Man and see what that is about. So that's kind of, I guess, what I'm going to get into tonight, unless anybody in the chat can suggest a better movie to watch. But, you know, I'm Mikey T, the movie star. I've pretty much seen everything. Oh, are you kidding me? The Matrix releases in 45 minutes. That's more of a movie I'd rather see in theaters, though, my guy. But honestly, before I watch The Matrix again, I'm really going to have to before I watch The Matrix again, I'm really gonna have to watch all 3. Like before I went and saw that new the new Resident Evil, I was like with me and my homie, my guy Jesse, we watched every single one of the Resident Evils because I'd never seen any of them. And then all of those Resident Evils were pretty much like better than the new one. The Matrix. The Matrix releases in 45 minutes. Oh, yeah, that's who it is. Doctor Strange. Yeah, Doctor Strange is involved in this whole Spider-Man thing. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Marquez, I appreciate that, man. He says, catch you next time, bro. This was my first time tuning in. Shit was cool. Yo, and I appreciate it if you check out the interview with Mickey Fax tomorrow, but we'll catch you on the next live as well. Appreciate your participation, man. Yeah, you came in with some good shit tonight. Yeah, the new Matrix is gonna be fire, I guess. I mean, I'm gonna go check out the first 3 again before I give it a watch, and I think that's a movie you really wanna see in the theaters. I think what's gonna be sweet is when my brother's movie Slapface drops on Shudder. That's right, they've picked it up for 2022. That's right, new horror movie Slapface coming to Shudder, which is the horror version of Netflix, pretty much. Most of y'all have probably heard of Shudder, I assume. Is Morbius a Marvel movie? If so, I'm not really interested in seeing it. Let's see. You say it drops in 30 minutes. I don't think even if it drops in 40 minutes, I could really watch it because honestly, man, I don't want to disrespect it. I don't want to disrespect the Matrix movie by watching it without having seen the other 3 fresh. George, that's a question for my guy Ryan B. Heasy. Will you please send him a tweet? I'm going to send you RBH's Instagram, George. That's a question for RBH. Send that question to RBH on Instagram. He'll be able to answer you better than me. Why the hell is True to the Game here twice now? Nobody wants to watch True to the Game Part 3. Ask RBH, George. He said, got you. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to Slapface. Nah, I don't do anime, man. I'm more of a horror guy. Like I said, my brother Jeremiah Kipp just did the new horror film called Slapface. He actually wrote and directed it. He had an amazing, amazing cast as well. So I'm looking forward to that dropping on Shudder this year. I just can't wait for their press release to see when it actually drops. They just did the Advent calendar, which was in French, but it was interesting. The story held me even though it was in another language. Yeah, you're correct. You can't watch the last one without catching the first 3. I definitely have to catch the first 3 again, which is crazy because what does that mean? I've got like 8 hours of television of movies to watch before I can watch one. I'll get to it though. I almost want to see that movie Nightmare Alley, but I'm not. I was doing a little bit of editing this afternoon, so I couldn't really get a little bit. I was doing a whole lot of editing this afternoon, so I couldn't get to it. It threw off my whole day because it threw off my whole day because the only time the movie was playing was at 3:50, so it wasn't like I could have planned to see it around 6 or 7, and finished all my editing up by 5. I wasn't done with my editing until at least 4ish. Um, nah, he's not like Rob Zombie. He's not like Rob Zombie, but my brother Jeremiah Kipp, he really knows how to set the tone in a movie. He really knows how to set the tone in a film. I saw that in his first movie he did with Tom Savini, from Dusk Till Dawn. Tom Savini was his lead in it, and that was his villain. And I saw it in the first 5 minutes of his movie, how he set the tone. And I was really impressed. I had to call him. I was like, bro, because it was the first time I was watching a feature length film from him. I was like, bro, I was really impressed by the way you set the tone in the first 3 minutes of the film. Like, damn, you had me like totally like ready to watch the movie. Um, that was a movie he did with Tom Savini few years back. He had followed it up with a movie called Black Wake that actually dropped on DVD in Walmart. They had Tom Sizemore, you know, the Tom Sizemore. He was in Black Hawk Down and a bunch of other movies. He was in it for a few minutes. It dropped in Walmart, but now we've got Slapface, you guys, with August Maturo from Girl Meets World. They've also got a couple other dope names in it as well. But I'm excited because my brother's movie got picked up by Shudder. They did a whole press release about how the advent calendar and Slapface was picked up, and now I'm just waiting to see what type of trailer they do for it. I'm waiting to see what type of momentum Shudder can put behind Slapface to see if they can really take it to the next level. Because honestly, on YouTube, we've all probably witnessed some Shudder original movie trailers and they all look pretty good. Or 7 or 8 out of 10 times, they attract me to actually watching a movie that's on Shudder, and that's how I've become more engaged with Shudder over the last 6 months. So I look forward to that actually happening for Slapface. I'm really hoping that it catches some wings. But it's coming this year, you guys. 2022. Shudder said 2022. And as soon as we get more updates on an official release, I will let you all know. Yeah, I got into Shudder after seeing all the promo on YouTube. To be honest with you guys, I'm on YouTube watching shit. Sometimes it'll be late at night. You know what I mean? You're on YouTube watching shit late at night, and then they'll have a horror movie trailer come on in the middle of nowhere, and it's like, really? Really? A horror movie trailer in the middle of the night when I'm all alone and I'm scared as hell now? Great. Thank you, Shudder. Thank you for scaring the hell out of me in the middle of the night. But yeah, that happens sometimes. But also, it's like the next day you're like, yo, what was that movie that scared the hell out of me? I want to go Google search it. I want to watch that shit. You know, so Shudder has really grabbed me as a viewer. I did not officially order it yet, though. One of my friends did. I told one of my friends about it, my guy Cody. And he ordered the shit right away. I was like, bro, you gotta wait till Slapface drops. Like that's when I'm waiting. I'm gonna order that shit when Slapface drops. So whenever it drops in 2022, just so we can get the numbers up. That and a bunch of people from around this town where we live, between Connecticut and Rhode Island, they're probably gonna order Shudder as well. You know what I'm saying? Because if we show that the numbers get bigger when that actually drops, that's what it's all about. And I know a lot of you guys are going to watch it too and show some support. So the Shudder network, you know, the streaming service, will see the numbers on Slapface and it'll be dope because then we can get it to move around to other networks as well, you know, and he can get it. My brother Jerry can get it moving to other networks. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy. I was actually trying to get Gilly the Kid to be in Slapface. But yeah, man, it was a great show. Great show tonight, you guys. I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. It is your boy Mikey T, the movie star. I had a great time with y'all tonight. You know, we really get in depth on here. Yo, Bricks, what up, man? Bricks, what up, brother? I was going to send you the link probably like an hour ago, man. I just been on here doing my thing, brother. Bricks got some new crazy music out, though. Y'all need to go tap in with my guy Bricks. Tell him what's up. See if I can find his joint real quick. I just been on here talking my shit, man. You know, this was kind of a personal stream. I know some people don't want to share their thoughts about this type of situation going on publicly between, you know, two of the biggest dudes in the game and shit like that. A lot of people just out there talking crazy. I try to keep a good perspective on it. Everybody go shoot Bricks a follow, man. He's a dope ass artist. Shows me love, man. Brooklyn. That's right. Dude, Mr. Kingston, go back and rewind this video, man. I asked, I said, I don't think Yo Gotti has ever dissed Young Dolph. Young Dolph dissed Yo Gotti many times, but Yo Gotti never, never responded. Yo Gotti took the bigger approach. Yo Gotti's artist responded, but dude, you need to go back and rewind the video, man. Like, come on, stop doing that, man. This is why people don't be responding to the comments because of people like you, man. You need to go rewind the video talking about I need to get my facts right. I've been watching the whole time what's been going on with these artists. Are you out your rabbit ass mind? God damn. This is why people don't respond to comments, y'all. Oh my God. Yo, that's it. You's out of here, son. You is out of here, son. Bye bye. I can't take, like, bro, go back and watch the video, man. Like, what? Yo, that's why right now, you guys, honestly, I'm gonna go and start doing hip hop story videos where I just like explain the whole shit of what happened from start to beginning, like in people's careers. I'm gonna start doing that shit real soon. Maybe I don't dude talking about Mike, you said that Yo Gotti dissed Young Dolph. No, I didn't. Real shit. Real shit, George. George, that's crazy, man. You see, that's why comments be getting paid no mind because people out there be writing a like erroneous shit like that, man. I'm here giving my man Bricks a shout out, and this dude is on here commenting because he tapped into the video at the hour and 45-minute mark. God, but you know what, man? I gotta be like I heard this interview with this was it with AR Rab? I guess it was with AR Rab, but a lot of rappers used to be like this. When people would comment on their page, they would like want to find them. They would want to like beef with them. They'd be like, "Oh, you're commenting on my page and dissing me. I'm gonna beef with you. I'm gonna beef with you." And then it's like, dude, what are you gonna beef with every single one of your haters? You know what I mean? That's what Ab kind of came to the realization of. But you got to understand, I'm not where Ab was at. You know what I mean? I'm not where Ab was at. I'm not where a lot of these bigger stars are at in their career and shit like that. But in a certain way, I do got to just stop responding to some of the haters in that regard because it's like you can't do nothing to them. So just responding to them actually takes you off of your game when it comes to the video. But I mean, honestly, at this point, we're 2 hours in. We've gone over all the points of the video that we're gonna go over, and it's kind of like we're just on outro. You know, there's an intro, there's the meat, and then there's the intro, there's the meat, and the outro. Pause. Pause for my dudes out in East New York. George says he makes an average fan look silly. LOL, he should have tapped in early. He's late to the show. Yeah, like he just came in talking like all types of crazy shit about how Blac Youngsta didn't do nothing wrong and da da da, and y'all can't hate on Blac Youngsta as if this whole video is about hating on Blac Youngsta. You know what I'm saying? One of my dudes actually personally ran around with Blac Youngsta all the way through New York. You know what I mean? Filmed a bunch of shit with Blac Youngsta. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just taking an approach and looking at the whole thing from a whole different perspective. You know, I'm looking at the thing from both angles. I'm looking at it from what I think should be done, what I hope will be done, what my perspective is on why this is happening and shit like that. What I think Yo Gotti should do, needs to step up before his investment totally gets ruined, unless he signed a 1 out or 2 out. I think Blac Youngsta's released 2 albums, right? Unless he signed a 2 album deal with Blac Youngsta, he better be getting some shit in check, man. But also, I hope Key Glock doesn't just go off the handle and start dissing Blac Youngsta. Gucci Man's gonna start dissing Blac Youngsta. Who knows what's gonna happen, man? Yeah, you know, George, Moneybag Yo isn't doing nothing like that. Moneybag Yo isn't doing nothing like that. Moneybag Yo is focusing on getting to the bag. You know what I mean? Moneybag Yo is focused on getting to the money, you know? Moneybag Yo is actually successful based on the music. And like I said earlier, Blac Youngsta was really successful based on being a really entertaining act in hip hop. You know, we were all, you know, really invested in him as a character of hip hop. You know, even some people bought the albums. I think he sold 12,000 units once, another 20,000 another time. You know, so some people were, one of his albums was called 223. What was another one called? Did he have a second album, you guys? I can't remember off the top of my head. Definitely didn't buy the Blac Youngsta albums. No disrespect. I have downloaded a couple of Young Dolph's joints though. But yeah, you know what I mean? Like, Yo Gotti's got to worry about his investment, man, because Blac Youngsta is just freaking. He ain't selling no units dissing Young Dolph. Let me tell you that, man. This campaign ain't gonna help him sell no damn units. But I mean, like I just said, he wasn't really selling no units in the first place. It's all about streaming. It's all about streaming, oddly enough. Is this gonna make him do 20 times more streams? 100 times more streams? You know? Is this just gonna generate his streams? Period. I didn't even start thinking about it from that aspect. You know what I mean? Because Blac Youngsta doing patty cake, or like how Yo Gotti did Rake It Up. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's going to take more than the music to sell, I guess. You kind of got to get the whole storyline involved in it. Like how Rick Ross was selling his albums. He sold the one album with the lead track going at Birdman, you know? That definitely impacted the streams. So that's crazy. I didn't even really take an aspect to think of that, like all the streams. But like I said, we'll see what happens with the release of the song, period, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. We just hit the 2 hour mark. You know, this was a solo effort tonight. But like I said, man, I can hold it down solo, man. I'm Mikey T, the kid you'd rather be. Mikey T, the most hated yet anticipated. Mikey T, the king of the bloggers. You know what I'm saying? I got a host of monikers. You know what I'm saying? Mikey T, they used to call me Mikey T, the kid that would go to any hood. I think it's pretty evident that I'll go to any hood. A lot of people would say Mikey T won't be out there. That's not accurate. Mikey T will be anywhere that I choose to be. Anywhere that I have to be. If I need to take a meeting somewhere, if I have to be at a show to celebrate or see a show, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's in Philly with Gilly, whether it's in California, if I'm going to go take a meeting with a Soldier Boy or with a label in New York City, wherever I'm going, you know what I'm saying? Like, see, oh, King of CT. I'm Mikey T, the King of CT. I'm Mikey T, the Rhode Island boy. Yeah. Yeah. Mikey T, Mikey Drip. Yeah. 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 You know what I'm saying? King of the bloggers. King of the bloggers. That's right. I'm the king of all of you. I'm the king of all of you. All of you bloggers. You know what I'm saying? That guy, that they used to think owned World Star. You might be a little bit young for that one, but they all used to think that I owned World Star back in the day. They were like, Mikey T, I'm just trying to make it. They used to be like, Mikey T, the movie star, you own World Star, right? I'm like, no, man, Q owned World Star. Q owned World Star. But my boy Jay used to work for World Star. But they was like, oh, Mikey T, the movie star, you own World Star, right? That's a little bit of hip hop history for you guys. That's a little bit of hip hop history. I wonder if Q ever heard that. Rest in peace, Q. But believe me, we all knew Q owned World Star. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's just a little bit about my story, you guys. How it's a little bit different, you know, how it's intriguing in certain aspects, how certain parts of the story need to be told, like how I've been on albums, how I've worked with A-list celebrities, brought A-list celebrities back from the dead, fought with artists. You know what I'm saying? Fought with artists. And I'm talking about stuff that you've never seen on camera. You know what I mean? All different types of shit, you guys. I just appreciate y'all for tapping in because you guys are loyal, man. I'm going to make a movie production company called The Loyal 46. Oh, never mind. I guess we're going to have to call it the Drafted 42. But guys, man, I really appreciate you. I really appreciate y'all for tuning in tonight, man. This show was lit tonight. This show was lit tonight, man. I said it would be, and it was, man. And we'll see you on the next episode. It's Mikey T, the movie star. You know, we're just trying to make it.